This weekly Blender competition is brought to you by Grand Abbott. Grand Abbott provides Blender tutorials for beginners and experienced users such as sculpting, modeling, texturing, animating, and a lot more. So make sure you check out his channel and Discord if you haven't already. You can find a link in the description. Welcome at weekly Blender competition number 8, which I'm going to choose a first, second and third place winner, and the objective for this week was to create a battle scene. We have once again 3 entries, and I really appreciate that you guys have joined. Now before I start off, I am a little bit tired, even though normally I record these competitions around the same time. So it might be a little bit different, I'll try my best. Our first entry is of Shadek Scarlett, and I will just take Discord with it. He says, I try my best to do a battle scene, it calls Twin Battle. I really like this one because we didn't really had characters before that were the main focus of the objective, and it's fun to have this for once. Now I really like the scene in overall. You've chosen the colors that go against each other. You got more than 2 characters actually. You got the environment being broken up. But I also noticed a few things. First of all, the pavement texture here is a little bit of a shame, because I would say if you can do all of this down here, you can also just fold the texture nicely around here, you know, to make the pavement look good. But then again, I think you might have done this as in to give a broken effect, but for my feeling, it's a stretched texture instead of a broken texture. It would look different. Maybe you could have just choke a piece out of the middle of it and give it a little bit of color balance. Maybe add in some white color balance and then put it on here. So it still would look like it's broken, but it wouldn't look like it's stretched. Another thing that I noticed here is these 2 characters here should have actually turned around. The reason why is this is like the orange and this is the red. It's, you know, this one doesn't really fade away, but this one, I noticed it later on, and of course it's not a bad thing if you know, discover the whole picture and you discover another character. I think it's okay. But I would recommend this guy because he seems to have grayish, and this tower here have grayish, and then the yellow doesn't really bang out. You can see the yellow. But I would place this character right down here in this section, and would place this character, because it's black and red, would place him down here. Now of course you could have made your option, because I don't know, maybe these guys belong with each other or something, they're teaming up. Does he have a lightsaber or something? I just noticed this right now. He has, right? Looks like a lightsaber. And he reminds me of Mewtwo in an armor suit or something. So yeah, a nice job, Shadek Scarlett, and welcome with the competitions, of course. I really like what you've done here. Our second entry is of Pop Benny, I guess. Should be space bar in here. You made something very nice. This is actually my favorite so far. Because I like war scenes, and you made the Battle of Britain, is what you say in Discord. Even though war isn't a fun thing, I just like, you know, World War II and later on, and a little bit earlier on, time area. I like the whole scene, sure. I like that you can see that there are still different airplanes in here. Some have more of a sharper wing, while others have a lesser sharper wing, which, you know, you can still see who is who, even though you can't see any texturing. There are still some things that I would say I miss. What would have been cool, you don't have to, of course, but that is personally is maybe an airplane that just fly by, that lost a wing and on some smoke, black smoke coming off of it. Maybe the clouds a little bit grayer, light gray. And the sky blue, a little bit more blue. If you really want to go nuts, you can even make 2 characters, like standing here with the face. helmet on, and maybe on this side one, and then one of these guys is putting his hands up against his head, like if the sun is shining into the face, try to cover it up, and looking at the scene that's going on here. But in overall, I really like what you've been making here. A good job with that, Pop Benny. Our third entry is of TZTZQ, always a very good artist. But this time he says, I would like it to make a small low poly animation, but not had the time. The rendering is unfortunately not great. Well, I wouldn't say the rendering is not, here we go, not great. But yeah, there should be, for this scene at least, let me just say, I like the scene. I like the whole, what's going on here. There is a lot of random stuff going on, as in the movements of the small character. I like the idea of one big guy with his army pants on, with some red on his face, while the other guys have blue on their face. I like this in overall, but what I think, what could have done a lot to the scene is a little bit of story, which I mean, there is a perfect place up here for a sign that just says something which gives power to this guy to keep walking and gives power to these guys to actually stop him. Just a sign with a name on it or something. I do like these tiles. It kind of gives me a feeling of a metro. Of course, it doesn't have to be in a metro. But if I think of a place in my country, if I, go out myself, the first place that I would see tiles is actually a metro station or a train station, or the second would be a gym. It doesn't really look like these guys are gymming, or at a fancy office building. I don't wear any suits, so that's why I would say a metro. But yeah, that really would have done the job, to just place something here that really gives power to the storyline. But like you said, you didn't have enough time. I really still do like it. So, a good job on that TZQ. At this moment, I'm going to need to choose winners, and I can already tell that I'm having a bit of a hard time, so give me some minutes to think about this. Alright, I've made my decisions, I have been thinking, I've been weighing some things up and down. For the third place, I am going to put TZQ, not because this doesn't look good, but he says he didn't have much time. And I know TZQ as in, I've seen a lot of his artworks, and he can do amazing things. He can do a really, really good job. He can blow you away with some arts. And this art, it's interesting, but it just doesn't do it for me to say like, hey, this is disturbing, or this is very good. The last time you made like an incredible mystery art, you even won that one easily. But this time it's you could do better. So yeah, TZQ, I'm going to say congratulations with the third place, but you know yourself, you can do a lot better, and we will probably see it next time. If you have some time, you can do amazing things. And the reason why I'm also putting these guys up here at the first and second place is because the names are new for me. I don't know yet completely all their artworks and that kind of things, and I want to see more of these guys for the next time. So for the second place is actually going to be my favorite, which I just said before, is Pop Benny. I have seen the movies, I have played the games, heard the stories about Battle Britain. I think it's amazing, but it's just not it. And I want to see more of your artwork, and yeah, I think this one, so Shadek Scarlett is a #1 winner, just because there is a lot of coloring going on. There is a bit of a, there is a story going on here, but there is a story going on here that I don't know any other than just a fight. You have multiple characters. There is a lot of color differences in here. The only thing really is, what bothers me the most is just the stretch of texture here. And I want to see more of your artwork too. I hope I made the right choice. I feel like I'm tired. But this one is my favorite, and putting my favorite on #2 says a lot. But you guys have done both a very good job, and I really hope that you guys join in the next time too. And of course, TCDCQ, blow me away the next time. Because next time, the competition will be special drinking bar. I don't want you to create a drinking bar from the day of today. I want you to create something special. I want you to create either a Wild West bar, I want you to create a steampunk bar, a apocalypse bar, a cyberpunk bar. Just go crazy on it. Yeah, just go nuts. Blow me away. That is what I like. I really like special stuff. So you get a week for that, of course, as always. The deadline is February 4, which is this one over here. And then, and by the way, if you are 2 hours too late, don't be afraid to just drop it into the entry. Don't be more too late than at least 12 hours, because then I'm making the video and you won't be in here, because it's not a live stream. Anyhow, if you guys have something to say, let me know down below in the comment section. What do you think of these arts? What do you think who should have won? Maybe you got some critics to add. And that will be it. Thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe to my channel for more Blender, and also questions and requests are welcome anytime.